What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. Can't believe it's already Thursday. That means tomorrow's Friday, and that's great because Fridays are always great. So, how's everyone doing? What's going on, Garrett and Chris and Birdie? Thank you all for being here. So, yeah, any big plans this weekend? You guys visiting any parks? First time joining the stream. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. What's going on, Evan? Hope you're doing well. It's hot in here, man. I need to turn the AC on, but I can't because it's not hot enough outside. Let's see here. You're at Cedar Point right now. How's the park? Is it busy? I'll be there 1 week from today. I cannot wait. So let me know how busy the park is. I'm excited to go back up there. It'll be my first time there this season. Oh, you're visiting Kentucky Kingdom this weekend. Garrett, I like Kentucky Kingdom a lot. It's really good. Lightning Run and Storm Chaser are both very underrated, in my opinion. Will Theme Park Predictions ever be the name again? Definitely not, at least for this channel, but no. And I'll explain more as to why I changed the name here shortly. You just rode Pipeline yesterday. How was it? Yeah, please, everyone like the video, please. We have 30 people on and 1 like. Come on, what's up with that? Case Family Vlogs, how y'all doing? I'll be at Kings Island next Saturday if you guys are around. Come say hi. Glad your Thursday was good. Six Flags New England on Saturday. Good luck. It's probably going to be very, very busy. All right, let's start off with some hot takes on coasters. What are y'all's hot takes? And I'll read them and give you my opinions on them. Will I make a prediction video about Six Flags Mexico? Absolutely. It just depends on if there's any rumors coming in for the park and whatnot. So right now it's kind of slow for that place, but I believe that they'll be getting a new coaster eventually for sure. Ooh, Garrett says the Beast is overrated. I want to say I agree, kind of. I've always thought that about the Beast. I'll be right back. I'm just checking one thing real fast. Hold up. I just really I gotta change the name of this. So I'm changing the title. So I like that hot takes. One second, folks. I'm sorry. I'm just doing this real fast here. All right, let me change this one little thing here. Give me 10 seconds. All right. I gotta make that smaller. I'm so sorry, guys. I should have done this before, but I like this idea. So hang on. Seriously, I'm almost there. I promise. Stay with me. All right, so I gotta change the thumbnail. Come on, dude, work. There it is over there. All right. All right. Good news. I'm back. Thank you, guys. I'm sorry about that. I'm back. I just want to change the thumbnails. Anyways, the Beast is overrated. I agree to that. Ever since I worked on the Beast in 2004, everyone's like, oh my gosh, it's the best wooden coaster in the world. And I'm like, there's other ones out there that are better. I mean, back then, to their defense, there wasn't as many, but there were still a lot of good ones out there. I actually like the Raven more than I do the Beast as far as like the ride itself. I've always loved Raven back row at night. Let's see here. The Legend is better than the Beast. Oh, I agree. I think so. I haven't been on the Legend in a long time. I do like Raven. I've always liked Raven better than the Legend, just by a hair. But I think Legend definitely has a very intriguing layout. Apollo's Chariot is underrated. I mean, I agree to a point. I like Apollo's. It's still probably my second least, or my it's like second on the bottom of my B&M hyper rankings. What is my opinion of Loch Ness Monster at Busch Gardens Williamsburg? I think it's a great ride. I love what they're doing to it, and I'm glad it's be around for a long time. Lightning Rod is too short to be good. I disagree respectively. I've learned over the years that the duration of the ride means nothing to me, and I think it's more or less what comes down to the ride itself. While I do agree that it is a fairly short ride, I think that it still delivers in every aspect. I do wish there was a little bit more on the end on the other side of the mountain, maybe like a zero G roll or a barrel roll or something. But it is what it is, right? The Zamperla Thunderbolt is underrated. I've never been on one actually, so I honestly do not know. I really don't. They look okay. They look kind of rough, but we'll see. Hot take: Verbolten, best ride at BGW. I will say it's the second best ride. Before Pantheon, it was always my favorite ride there. And I really like Big Bad Wolf, so I'm frustrated that it's not around anymore, but I get it. But Verbolten's really good. Fury is better than Millennium Force. I completely agree with that. I am excited to ride Millennium Force next weekend a bunch of times at Cedar Point. Well, next Thursday and Friday. Let's see. Copperhead Strike is better than Mako and Wonder Woman at Fiesta Texas. Oh, come on, Texas Thrills. Get out of here. Come on, man. Really? I mean, Copperhead's really good, but Mako, and I love Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman's so intense. I mean, it beats you up nowadays, but Jeffrey and his team out there, they're fixing it up. But I respect your opinion. Let's see. Should Carowinds get a GCI or something else? I would love a GCI. I think it's a really good fit for the park, to be honest. And I think that that's something that if I was in charge of Carowinds, or at least the capital coming into the park, I would definitely be heavy on the GCI front. Hey, Angel, is it Angelo? I think it's Angelo. I know you're friends with East Coasters, or you hung out with them at King's Dominion, I believe. What's going on? Hope you're doing well. I have a couple of King's Dominion projects I'm working on as we speak. Valraven is better than Millennium. Okay, that's fair. I mean, I don't agree, but hey, I respect it, right? Is Kingda Ka underrated? I think so. Yeah, I love that launch. I don't think it's not as good as the original Dragster, but that launch is so super intense. Let's see here. Lightning rods, the whole reason why you're into coasters, Garrett. That's fantastic. Keep it up. What are your thoughts on hype? I can't talk tonight, apparently. What are your thoughts on Hyperia? Do you think it'd be a top 5 coaster in the world? I think it looks phenomenal, and the layout's great, and it's so many different unique elements. However, in order for it to be one of the best in the world, I feel like the second half of the coaster needs to magically appear, and it's not there. So I don't really think that it's there. Let's see here. I'm sorry you had a bad visit at Dollywood. That's unfortunate. Sorry for mispronouncing your name at first. Let's see here. Steel Vengeance has become underrated. I agree to that. I'm very excited to be able to ride it again. I've been on it plenty of times, but it's been since last May. So I'm definitely excited to check it out again. I'm going to show everyone something real quick. This is a really cool souvenir. I wish I can find a way to put it on my wall. But does anyone know what this is? Any idea what this is? I'll give you a hint. It's a wheel, and it's for a thing that I like probably way too much. But check this out. I probably should put this on my desk. Intamin wheel. So this here is from any guesses on what ride this is from? And I'll give you a hint. It's an Intamin wheel, and that's the track color. I've had this now since 2007. It's one of my prized possessions. It's fantastic. I'll sell it to anyone for $500. Give or take. Let's get a bidding going. $600. I see $800. I'm just joking, but no, this thing's really cool. I wish, again, it's probably about 25 pounds, but Maverick Volcano, again, red track. It's really cool. The best thing about it is if I could sit it on my desk, it actually would spin because of the middle piece there. But I can't show you because it's so freaking heavy. But yeah, this thing, it's cool. I couldn't believe it. And there's so many of these wheels on each coaster train, which is insane. And they all weigh this much, and they're like wicked expensive too. But this is actually from Superman Ride of Steel, or now Superman the Ride, from Six Flags New England. Fantastic ride, and got a wheel. All right, what I miss, 48 people, what's going on? Thank you all so much. Please give this video a like. I really do appreciate each one. Back to some hot takes. I-305 was a flop. I agree to that. I love 305, but definitely they should have done something different instead. If you can get over the roughness, Vortex of Carowinds is good. Yeah, I mean, what's up, Jonathan? What's going on? Yeah, it's okay. I mean, the layout's pretty fair. Is a Mach Extreme Spinner coming to Cedar Point? I really wish so. I really wish so. Copperhead's underrated. I agree to that. How many King's Dominion videos do you have coming out? And how many coaster designs do you have for King's Dominion? I was chatting with El Toro Ryan's buddy, Airtime Mike, about potential coaster for King's Dominion, and we drew up some stuff, and it was pretty cool. So that'll probably come out a little bit. And then I'm working on probably next week put it out, but my King's Dominion coaster rankings, how I rank each coaster at King's Dominion. What's going on, Matt Rides Coasters? Always love our interaction on the best social media platform there is, Twitter, X. If anyone has X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, be sure to follow me on Twitter as well. Is a family coaster with your kid can be better than any RMC or Giga? Solid, solid, solid. Yes, 100%. 100% agree. Case Family Vlogs. Go check them out on YouTube as well. They do great vlogs. They're a lot of fun. Great people. Hot take. Carowinds is better than Cedar Point. You get out of here. I take back everything I just said about y'all. Carowinds has had a very, very rough year this year. I actually started making a video. I started writing it, the script and all, about 5 parks that need improvement now. And Carowinds was on the list. And it was after like 4 or 5 pages of writing just about Carowinds, I realized I probably shouldn't release this because I'm kind of on Cedar Fair's bad side right now for my Say No to Crack shirts. They what's it called? They didn't really care for that shirt, which is whatever. I wasn't promoting the park in a negative way, but they try to get me from copyright infringement, and there's nothing they can do because nothing that I did on the shirt was copyright. So they yeah, so I'm kind of on thin ice with Cedar Fair, but it is what it is, right? Anyways, let's see here. Boy, there's a lot. Thank you all for all the response. I really do appreciate it. Let me try to catch up here. I could turn that wheel into a dumbbell. Heck yeah. Can you do another 10-year vision plan for SeaWorld Orlando because of all the recent investments? I love SeaWorld. I love what they're doing. If they can just work on their operations, I mean, man, their operations are bad. Rougarou. I have a video coming out very soon, probably tomorrow, that has a pretty big portion about Rougarou in it. So if there's any Rougarou fans, be sure to check it out. Hurler is good in the front gray train. I mean, Hurler is good this year up until that final, like this, the second turnaround back by Fury. Like the first time, you have the first turnaround right after the first drop, and then you have the three little bunny hills that you're riding, and while you're riding it, you're like, man, I wish this was Twisted Timbers. Then you hit the 180-degree turn. That's when all hell breaks loose, and horrible. Do you ever think there will be a mock extreme spinner at Busch Gardens Williamsburg? I mean, I would love so. And those rides look fantastic. But I mean, it all depends on what the plans are. Maybe King's Dominion gets one first. I mean, who knows? Is Wicked Cyclone and Twisted Cyclone similar towards each other? I prefer Wicked Cyclone over Twisted any day. Twisted's a good little ride, but I like Wicked a lot. I got news to tell you. I'm friends with a ride operator for KD, and he told me the coaster station is real but old, apparently. Well, that's very interesting. We shall see. Hopefully, there's definitely going to be coaster next year, announced next year. Thank you for sharing the news. You missed TPP. Well, thank you. I do too, but I'm excited for the future of this channel, and I'll get to why I changed the name here in like a minute. Kingda Ka will close within 10 years or get a drastic makeover. I can see that. Just went to Silver Dollar City. Everything there is great. Food coasters are all fantastic, and night rides on Outlaw Run and Time Traveler. I'm jealous. Sky Rush will be taken down in the next 10 years. I made a video about that about a year ago. It's still up if y'all want to check it out. But like, why Hershey would remove Sky Rush, and it really made people upset because it wasn't really a prediction. It was more or less like, well, look at the odds, or look at the idea. If they would remove Sky Rush, there's a ton of room behind it where they can actually have a whole new themed area built behind Candemonium. For like the longevity of this area in the park, it might be smart, but put a lot of time in that video. People didn't like it, so they gave it a thumbs down. So the video didn't do too well, and it is what it is, right? Next Carowinds coaster go. It's not the RMC. It's probably gonna be the water coaster in 2025. Then after that, I mean, who knows? I would love to see a B&M dive coaster, just because I think it'll do really well for the GP in the park. And as much as I would like a crazy, awesome, intense coaster that caters to my needs, the park could definitely benefit from having a, more GP friendly coaster. All right. So real fast, here's why I changed the name again. So I'm learning as I'm doing it. Okay. So I'm about to get real personal with everyone here. So I hope that's okay. And I really do. But basically, the reason why I changed the name is a few reasons. One, I like doing other videos besides just predictions. My favorite kind of video to make is videos where I can help someone. And I have another channel called Vacation Guides USA. Check that out. And it's all about like finding the best places to stay in Pigeon Forge, or where to eat in Clearwater Beach, or, vacation guides to Chicago. And I know I'm helping someone, but I get more out of that. I love the predictions, and I will always do predictions. Don't get me wrong. I love doing them. But for the longevity of my channel and the business sense to it, because this is my job, I do make money from this. I don't create videos to just make money. I create videos because I like to interact with people and have the connection with people and to brighten someone's day. But after all, I'm homeschooling our kid right now, and our son, who's almost 5. I don't have as much time. And when I compared both channels, prediction channel with mostly 90% predictions, the revenue and the views drop big time after a video goes out. So let's say I put a video out today, 2 days from now, I don't put another video out. The views are already like tanking, and I'm making a little bit of money. The first day was great. Second day is not very good. On my other channel, I could post once a month and the revenue and the views are pretty much consistent because it's evergreen content. And basically, the content that I make on that channel has a longer lifespan than a prediction video for, let's say if I did, Cedar Point 2025 prediction, that video is only going to be relevant for like a year. And realistically, the first few months, the video does well, but then it kind of dies down. So with that being said, that's why I changed the name because I really need to focus on a mixture of having evergreen content like my recommendation guides to the parks or top 10 rankings or whatever else it could be. Those have a longer lifespan, and the predictions, I have over 700 videos that I've since I've been doing this, and I have over, I would say about 200 of those videos that I looked it up for the last 90 days made me $10. So I put in around 6 to 8 hours per video, and it might make me $50, $100, 150, which is great. But I need to focus on doing videos too that are going to help support me when I'm not able to put out videos all the time, or when I do want to put out prediction stuff. I have my other videos that are doing really good. Like for example, I'm almost done with this, but my recommendation videos, my Dolly one, again, I'm gonna get real personal. My Dolly one has been I'm very blessed. It's made over about $1,600, which is insane. It's not about the money for me, but it's about trying to help people and the consistency in my own life, financially, mentally, everything else like that. But with that being said, stuff like that allows me to be able to do prediction stuff because I know that I have other videos out there that are consistently going to be bringing in the revenue or the views. And then one more thing, I did my top 10 tallest roller coaster video about 2 years ago. I put that out. First 9 months, nothing. I thought it was a dud. I'm like, well, man, forget that. That video's done nothing. Then last summer, it just started taking off. And over the last year and a half, it's been my best performing video. I think it's like 340 some thousand views now. Like stuff like that for any YouTuber. Like if you look at El Toro Ryan and Costa Studios and Airtime Thrills and the others, majority of that stuff is content that's relevant 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now. So that's why I changed the name, because I need to focus on a mixture more, and I don't want to have such a niche name. So I did it for the betterment of the channel, as well as mentally. I feel a lot more relieved now. I feel like my head's at a clearer space because I feel like I can put a recommendation video or a top 10 video or some other type of video on keep riding coasters over just theme park predictions. Anyways, sorry about the rant. That's how I did it. Hope everyone's doing okay. Sorry about that. Let me go back to some coaster hot takes. Kumba's closing the next couple years. Okay, cool. I don't think so though. I don't. I think they'll get retracked if anything. Case Family Vlogs again. Hot take: Kings Island will overtake every park as #1 in the next 10 years. I can see that. How many roller coaster credits do I have? I don't know, like 420 maybe, 420 potentially. And if everyone can give this video a like, that'd mean a lot to me. I appreciate that. Here's an idea. What's up, NES Man? Gemini Generation X, dueling GCI Gravity Group Woody with the 70s disco theme. It's a cool thought. I don't know whatever happened with that GCI concept, because those dueling GCIs with the inversions and that cool looking lift hills, no one ever bought that. I'm surprised. If Skyrush did not have those restraints, it'd be top 5 in the US. Yeah, I agree. There's restraints are painful. I still love Skyrush. It's still in my top 20, but definitely like it. SeaWorld San Diego to make a mock extreme spinner by 2026. I really wish, but I feel like the rumor now is the surf coaster, and I see that coming. I think that's a very smart move for them, though I don't think the park needs another launch coaster. Thank you guys for all the support for the channel. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, Matt rides coasters. I actually thought about putting both channels into one. And like, because we travel not often, but get out of town every couple months, like the Pigeon Forge, Myrtle Beach, and stuff. And thought about doing like top 10 places to eat in Pigeon Forge while you're visiting Dollywood, but I just don't. I have the other channel for stuff like that, I think, and it just comes down to it where trying to make it. YouTube's hard. Like everyone, if you think this is easy, it's not. Like I have a spreadsheet that I go through, and it's like trying to figure out ideas of content to make. And, you look at your analytics and even all the other YouTubers, I mean, they're all making money, a lot of money, a lot more than I am, which is great. I'm happy for them. And it's just a matter of, okay, what's going to please my audience? What's going to, make return on investment? And, what am I going to enjoy making the most? So it's definitely, it's a grind. I love it, but it is a grind. Do I think King's Dominion would get an RMC T-Rex? I mean, maybe down the road, but I do think, and I do think that RMC will be announcing the T-Rex within the next year. I mean that. People can call me crazy, but I've been called crazy before. Well, I got a super chat. Sorry, Anthony, my bad. Thank you for your time and making such amazing content. Anthony, I really do appreciate you. Thank you so much for your time, because after all, my time goes out to hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people potentially. Your time is sitting watching me talk for 8 to 10, 12 minutes. So I really appreciate your time. All right. You respect the name change. Thank you so much. All major Cedar Fair parks will add family boomerangs if Kings Island is going to be a success. Well, we already know it's going to be a success. There's a reason why family Vekoma boomerangs are like the most popular style of coaster out there. So I definitely can see them happening. Let's see here. Do you think they'll ever make a volcano clone somewhere? I mean, Canada's Wonderland has the graphic that Cedar Fair released of a B&M wing coaster. I think it's an inverted coaster, actually, that's coming out of the volcano or out of the mountain at Canada's Wonderland. So we'll see. Do you think Hollywood Drift will be problematic? If El Toro Ryan has anything to do with it, then yes. But I mean, it all depends on how those trains are and what the trains do. So it'll be very interesting to see what's going on. What's going on, Eddie Tainment? You guys got to follow him. He's all over the place. He goes a lot more places than I do. So check him out. His home parks, BGW and King's Dominion. King's Dominion is going to be a shining star for the Cedar Fair parks by 2026. Agree? You got an ad. I know I got to put some ads on this, guys. Come on now. I wish I didn't have to, but I do have to. They're not that long. You can skip them. It's all good. Thank you. Copperhead Strike is better than Velocicoaster. I like that. I don't agree with that, but I like that. It's good hot take. All the major Cedar Fair parks will add. We already went that. Sorry. What's going on, Brittany? How you doing? How much longer do you think Mind Blower will last? We rode it over the weekend. It felt like a car wreck. Yeah, I could have told you not to ride it unless you're going for the credit. That thing's horrible. I know RMC and Fun Spot have some things planned. So I could definitely see them possibly converting that into a full-fledged hybrid coaster. Thank you, Jacob, for the super chat. I appreciate it. RMC ground up or Raptor for BGW in 2025. Ground up. That's what I'm hearing. 200 some plus feet. So just think Iron Gwazi, but at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. Again, that's what I'm hearing. I am shocked that they did not add or announce a flat ride for next year. Then they still could, but they have a lot of holes missing at the park. You have Mock Tower. And then the other family ride that's over in Italy, I forget what it's called. That's no longer there, unfortunately. So that park could really benefit from having some more flat rides. So we'll see. What's going on, Jack? Everyone, be sure to follow Thrilling Moments Photography. He makes wonderful calendars as well. Check out his page. Six Flags Over Texas will become a low-tier Six Flags park in the future. My opinion, it already is a low-tier park, unfortunately. For Bolton over Hagrid's, okay. I get both. Fire in the Hole will be a top 10 RMC. I know this is such a bad take. I mean, if it depends what you like, right? I don't think it will be, obviously. What's going on, Blackpool, United Kingdom? What time is it over there? Going to World of Fun Hot next Friday. Enjoy. Viper is better than X2. That's a hot take, too. Hello, Rachel and Zachariah. Yeah, Falcon's Fury. I've never been on it yet. I'm really mad. True story. I went with my family and kid last May, I think it was, or last March, actually. And it was open, and my wife was pregnant at the time. My kid's too short to ride. And I said, you know what? That's one of those rides. I was 39, I'm 40 now. I'm 39 years old. I'm like, there is no way I'm gonna get my butt on that ride by myself. Nope, nope. I can't. I need support next to me, someone to talk to. Which park is going to be the first to build an RMC Wild Moose? That's interesting. Those things look great. I think they're really going to be popular. It's hard to really pinpoint the first park, but I could definitely see a Six Flags park being one of them. Low on investment. They don't take up much room, and the RMC Cedar Six Flags relationship's great. Though here's an idea. Back to what's it called? Mind Blower at Fun Spot. I wonder if they just remove Mind Blower altogether and build a Wild Moose in its place. Maybe just thought of it. Shivering Timbers is one of the worst coasters out there. I've never been on it, so I can't say anything about it, but I will say it looks really cool and it looks great. But if it's rough, right? Six Flags could potentially buy CGA and save the park from demolition. All right, now to that point, why though? Right? I'm not trying to knock what you're saying, but Six Flags can't even manage Discovery Kingdom right. Why would they buy Great America and have two parks, same company, within what, an hour away, or if not less? We already saw it really didn't work with Cedar Fair when it was Cedar Point and Geauga Lake. I mean, they could do it, sure, but really, would they? Again, I'm not trying to. I like where you're going with that, but I just don't see it happen, unfortunately. Any questions for me? Feel free to ask questions about myself or the channel or anything else like that as well. I'm a open book here. Is Kentucky Flyer smoother than Mind Blower? I have not been on Kentucky Flyer. Next weekend, I'm planning on going to Kentucky Kingdom, so I'll be able to ride that for the first time. What's the best mode of airtime? My personal favorite is ejector. What are you most from Jack? What are you most looking forward to at last launch, and why is it? Hold on, what up? And why is and why is it riding Blazing Fury with me for the full experience? You know, Jack, anything I can do to get you in a dark space for about 4 minutes and a half by myself will be wins for me. So yeah, that's why. What I'm looking forward to most is hanging out with some people and people I don't really know very well yet, and just kicking back, riding coasters, and having a good time. And Dollywood's one of my favorite parks, and have my friend Ryan coming down from Cedar Point to come hang out. So it'd be cool to have him enter, and meet everyone else. And yeah, it'll be good times. Yeah, I'm excited to ride Lightning Rod one last time, even though I rode it with Matt about a month and a half ago, and it really was, it's pretty rough, but it'll be fun to do it one last time. What makes Six Flags Darien Lake really frustrating? The infrastructure that park has. It could really be something, but they just don't put the money into it. And I think there's reasons why that is. It's unfortunate, but you have the hotel, you have the campground, you have tons of land to work with, you have the concert venue, a decent water park, and a really nice theme park. I just, even if there was just a little bit, but they don't do it. I like this Coaster Scorpion. If Universal would build a music themed park, that could be a park based on different kind of genres of music. That'll be really cool. I like that. Because I always thought about like Hard Rock Park and why I think it could have been successful if it wasn't at Myrtle Beach and if they didn't have the ridiculous business plan when it first opened up, like being open 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. I'm sorry, 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. every day. That park really could have worked out pretty well for the park for Myrtle Beach. What is the best coaster club for you to join in your opinion? Buzz Bars, 100%. That's the only club I'm a part of. It's not that I don't want to be a part of clubs. It's just they're just more my style. I just click better with those guys and girls, and just yeah, they're good people. Matt from Coasters and Brews is great, and Drew and Scott and Jack and everyone else. So if you are not a member of Buzz Bars, highly recommend it. It's like 25-30 bucks. You get a free shirt, and they have some really cool events. And you don't even have to like drink beer to be a part of the club, which is even better. So it's a lot of it is hanging out, having a beer at the park or whatever, but a lot of it's just having fun riding coasters. Ace is your favorite coaster club. That's cool. Ace has been around a long time. Six Flags over Texas to become luxury condos by 2034. I don't know, but I gotta say, I am honestly a little concerned about the future of theme parks, just with the cost of having employees and just everything else going on right now. It's one of those things of what really. I'm very curious to see what parks are going to last 10 years from now, 20 years from now, and I hope they all do. But I don't know. Lost Island will close soon. I agree to that. Unfortunately, I wish I didn't have to say that, but it, they don't mark it, and the whole business plan for that park is just it's crazy. Matt, yes, you should definitely join Buzz Bars. Has Fury ruined your taste on taste of a B&M Giga? No, definitely not. I still like Gigas. I still like B&Ms. I've not been on Leviathan, but I enjoy Orion. But Fury is just phenomenal. Best one, obviously. Wildcats Revenge and Top Thrill 2 make Hershey Park's lineup better than Cedar Point's. What's TT2, Brian? I guess if you're comparing both new rides, I think Hershey has a top three lineup. I don't think it's better than Cedar Points yet, but one more coaster over there, it very well could be. Yeah, I've never been to Lost Island. I really want to go. Hopefully, I'll make it there before it closes. I doubt it. I don't see me going up to Iowa next year. Since I am a dad, have two kids at home, my time is very, very limited. So I have obviously Cedar Point. I'm going with the family. Then I'm going to go up by myself with some friends probably, and then obviously Florida, Texas for roller coaster rodeo. Highly recommend. Best coaster event out there. It will be. I promise you that much. First weekend of June or second weekend of June, something around that time. And then I'm doing California. I got to get some California credits like Ghost Rider, X2, and Full Throttle. So I'm looking forward to that. What are my top 5 coaster parks? Hershey Park, Cedar Point, Kings Island, Busch Gardens, Tampa. Last one's hard. That's really hard. I think I said Cedar Point. I'll go probably Dollywood, maybe. No, that's really hard. I'm so all over the place at that fifth park. Magic Mountain, I guess, because it's Magic Mountain. Any plans for the summer of 2024? Content. Hang out with the family. I don't really like to travel like the July and August because there's so many announcements that come out and so many theme park stuff. So it's like I got to get there and do the videos. Hello, hello, hello. How many coasters have you been on? Around 425 ish. Have you been to Maury's in Wildwood? Yes, I have. I love Wildwood. I used to go there all the time. When I lived up in Massachusetts, I brought my wife. There were girlfriends then. It was fantastic. It's a great place to bring a date. So highly recommend it. What's up, Jay Coasters? He does great content too. Y'all be sure to follow him on social media and YouTube. Have I ever been to IAPA? I have not. Again, I'm very limited on the time I can have to get away. So I personally would rather be in a park riding rides opposed to at IAPA fighting with all the other crazy people there trying to get content and interviews. It just seems like a hassle. And it's like, I'm good with that. I mean, I might go down the road, but for right now, I'm good. Am I going to try to make it out to Loch Ness's final weekend? Unfortunately, not. I'm going to Cedar Point next weekend, and the following weekend I'll be at Dollywood for the last launch of Lightning Rod. Rip Ride Rocket will close before 2035. I'm going to say before 2029, like I shared in my video about a month ago. Go check it out. I explain why. Ooh, this is a good one. Spencer, would you rather go to Europe or Japan? Europe. Japan has good coasters. And Enginica, I hear everyone rave about it, but I feel like there's so many more different types of parks and coasters in Europe that I would enjoy to be able to do. Keep riding coasters. What's going on? Yes, yes, yes. Maybe I should get a tattoo of like keep riding coasters on my forehead. That'd be cool. Wife would kick me out that I can't have that. Oh, so Eddie Taman's going up to Loch Ness. Yeah, you got to follow him for a great video over there. You're going to Carowinds tomorrow for the first time. Julie, I'll be up there too tomorrow night riding some rides. So if you see me, be sure to say hi. You like it. Get there early. So it's scary. If you're going on Friday, Carowinds opens up at 7. I would recommend getting there around 6 o'clock. And if you're not doing a fast lane, definitely get there early. Ryan Connolly, thank you for the super chat. Taylor Swift is at the game tonight. Good for her. She's yeah, the whole saga is crazy. I mean, whatever, right? But the NFL's like making it all about her, and it's like, all right, I'm over it. You're going to Great Adventure tomorrow. Have fun. Write El Toro for me. Yes, Giga Magic Mountain. I think the 2025 is going to be getting a new coaster at Magic Mountain for sure. You should get it on your back like a tramp stamp. Heck yeah, let's do that. That would be great. Heck yeah. Outlaw Run is my third favorite night ride behind Voyage and the Beast. I see that. I love Outlaw Run. Yet to do it at night, unfortunately. What's the best coaster at Morris Piers? Oh my gosh, it's been since probably 2007 since I've been. Their SLC is fantastic. The Great Nor'easter, it's really good. So I would have to go that. All right. Coaster Scorpion, Brandon, question. If you don't want to answer this, you don't have to. I'll answer anything. I don't care. Do you think Universal Studios could build a music theme park? Yes, Sarah, I already mentioned that, girl. I think they could potentially do it. I mean, I don't know if they would, but they might. Dots on Six Flags Great America. I think it is for a potential 2025 coaster. Yes, I'm actually making a new video about that because they're announcing, or they rumored and hinting at the removal of their giant Larson loop. That's pretty interesting to me. So we will see. Do you see Dollywood getting a Vekoma hypercoaster? They definitely need a hypercoaster, and Vekoma, telling you what, Vekoma's on it. They are. I would say they probably have the best consistent future in the game going forward. Them and B&M. I like what B&M's doing with the family coaster stuff. I don't like. I want more Furies and bigger rides, but I like what they're doing. It's smart. Raymond, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Would you rather remove Gemini or Corkscrew? Corkscrew. Gemini is actually a pretty good ride. Do you think we will see Carowinds stick with the year-round operations, and will Fury run again during Winterfest? Because the rumor was the colder temperatures and all that had effect on the crack. Those rumors are false. Don't believe that. Well, what I'm hearing two things now. I was told by multiple people that year-round is ending. Expect an announcement probably in a week or two. But I got my other source today. A different source said, nope, it's just King's Dominion's year-round not coming back. So I don't know. I think both Cedar Fair or Carowinds and King's Dominion really laid an egg with the year-round operations. I get it's their first time doing it, but they put very little effort into trying to excite people to come back to the park during those colder months. They could have had like really good food festivals. They could have had like craft beer festivals, or you know, live music, entertainment, something, but they didn't. But better yet, they should just market the park. There's more billboards and promotions for Dollywood and Charlotte than there is about Carowinds, and it's ridiculous. Honest to God, if I was, that's why I always say, let me be the park president of the park. I guarantee you, Carowinds would be better. It's had a crap year this year, absolutely crap year. I've been in Charlotte now since 2014, and Carowinds by far has had the worst year it's ever had. You're in my basement, Sir Nate the Great. Why am I in your basement? I don't know, but good thing I don't have a basement, but that's creepy, bro. When are you going to go out to ride Shivering Timbers? Raymond, thank you for the super chat. I was supposed to go out there in what was that? Mason was not here yet. So 2018. My sister got married in Grand Rapids. No, Kalamazoo. And I was supposed to drive up the day of the wedding, but the wedding wasn't until like later in the night. And then my sister was like, no, I want you here at 11 a.m. for photos. I'm like, shit. So we went, and I just sat in the reception venue for like 3 hours, and the photos weren't till like 3 o'clock. I'm thinking, man, I could have went, rode Shivering Timbers for the first time, got my free food, and been back here by now. But hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. Yeah, SeaWorld Seven Seas Food Festival is great. I mean, they really know how to put on a legit festival. And these other parks like Cedar Fair, they should send their reps to the parks to check it out. But what's another thing too is like Cedar Fair offices is 5 minutes from Carowinds. And I would love to know how many people actually work in the office, visit Carowinds to see the day-to-day operations of how bad it is and how backed up the lines are because of staffing and all this other crap. It's ridiculous. Brandon said a bad word. Am I going to Europe soon? I would love to go next year, but unfortunately, it's a good thing. My son's so into this stuff, so I'm kind of like thinking maybe I would wait to do it with him once he's older, but we'll see. Can we get an office tour? I just have the blue wall. I'm on my computer, so it's like hard. Plus, it's a mess, but you can kind of see. Yeah, I have my daughter's little crib thing right here, so she can be in here with me. And then my wall. Then on the other side, I got a TV and Mason's little desk. Are you going to Scarowinds this weekend? I'll be up there tomorrow. Where is the Cedar Fair's offices? It's located right off 77, around 5 minutes north of Cedar Point, or Carowinds. How excited are you for Iron Menace coming to Dorney? Fantastic, fantastic addition for the park. I love Dorney. Dorney's fantastic. What about Great Adventure? What about Great Adventure potential 2025 coaster? They're removing that theater near Medusa. I mean, again, the Giga rumors were real. People can sit there and say they weren't, but there's dozens of people coming with different sources, all lined up to it happening. Here's the thing, too, is I know a lot of people in the industry, and this is not me being condescending. This is me being truthful. I worked at 4 different parks: Six Flags New England, Kings Island, Universal Orlando, as well as SeaWorld Orlando. So on my time in those parks, I've got to know a lot of people. I'm friends with 4 or 5 GMs and other high management positions. Not that they tell me much, but I do have other people that work in the parks, work in corporate. So I do get fed a ton of information that I can't even put on video. So like I know a lot about certain things way before they're announced, but my friendships mean more to me than getting a video out, getting the views, and getting the money from that video. But yeah, like it's pretty wild. I know a lot of things right now that you guys will be drooling over if you knew. And it's not just me saying that or me hearing it. It's I've seen things with my own physical eyes. So it's definitely cool. Busch Gardens, Tampa's Giga happening. Hopefully. I mean, it's a smaller edition next year, so I definitely think it's coming. You know, something big is coming. If I didn't answer, are you going to Scary Ones this weekend? I'm going tomorrow night. Let's see. Am I going to Fright Fest at Over Georgia? Unfortunately, I'm not. Will you ever swear in your videos without cutting it out? I don't ever swear in my YouTube videos that I put on, upload. I do tend to swear from time to time. I'm trying to get a little better at it. But when I do my recordings, I mean, I probably have, I don't know, 50 cuss words, not that many, maybe like 10 per recording that I edit out because I mess up on something. I'm like, damn it, Brandon, or come on. And I say other words too, but I try to be, a decent role model at least. What's the best water ride? I mean, there's so many of them. My favorite one is I rode with Jack from Throwing Moments Photography, my buddy Matt, up at Mount Olympus. That Medusa slide wheel is fantastic. Have you voted for the name of Six Flags Over Georgia's Ultra Surf? Yes. All the names are kind of crap, honestly. Where can I find you at Carowinds tomorrow? Fury 325. What U.S. park could benefit from most from a Mach Stream spinner? I think Cedar Point. Hot take: Cedar Fair doesn't hate RMC. That's fair. Case Family Vlogs. We rode Shivering Timbers last month. It's not all that. Honesty was kind of let down. Sorry. Chiefs over Broncos. I need the Broncos to do something and beat the Chiefs because who's winning the game, by the way? Who's winning the Braves game? Anyone know? But for the Bengals' sake, we'll see. How was working at the parks? What was your favorite, and which one of them did you get promoted to supervisor, etc.? All right, so I basically started at Kings Island as a ride operator on the Beast. After my first year, got promoted to a supervisor at Whitewater Canyon. And then I did a crazy road trip in 2005 with 8 parks and 4 days up the East Coast. Found out that Six Flags New England had, thank you, Jack. Go Braves, bro. I'm rooting for you guys. I mean that. I was really upset yesterday, but that bottom of the 9th game or bottom of the 8th game in Atlanta 2 nights ago was fantastic. Anyways, I found out that Six Flags New England had internships, and I fell in love with the idea of moving up quicker. So I went to Six Flags New England as a team lead, like an area supervisor, but not like a supervisor role, more like a lead. And then after that, I left to go back to Ohio. After the season was over, then I got promoted to being like the rides trainer at the park. So it was more like a full-time gig where I go recruit employees, interview employees, as well as anyone going into the rides department. They went through my general certification training class. That was really cool, really hands-on. And then I said, screw Massachusetts, it's too damn cold up there. So I broke up with my girlfriend, which is now my wife, and moved to Florida, worked at Universal, and then did Doing Dragons for like a month. And then I moved over to SeaWorld as a supervisor, and that was a lot of fun, being in charge of like Shamu Stadium and the Sky Tower, as well as the kid area, Shamu's Happy Harbor back in the day. And then I went to Universal, and it's probably one of my favorite jobs was a vacation planner. I worked at the on-site hotels, promoting the parks and selling theme park tickets. So that was really cool to be able to, come up, the guests would come to the desk, and I'm like, hey, what's planned for the next 4 days? Here's what I recommend. And, it was pretty cool. Different side of things. What were your 2023 predictions for each Six Flags park before Salim's disastrous plan came last year? I don't remember. I don't even remember what color underwear I'm wearing right now, honestly. So my days go, 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 go. I have a video on it. Go check it out. How do you think you'll do on your math test tomorrow? You'll do great, Coaster Cal, 100%. I was never really that great at math, but I know you'll do better than I have. What was the last year that I worked at a theme park? 2013. No, 2014. We moved to Charlotte in August. I left Universal in May of 2014. Yes, Intimidator 305 desperately needs a new paint job and longer layout. I think the layout's fantastic, and longer trains or new trains. I can see them getting potential new trains, but I also think that there'll be a possible retheme. Gold Striker over Gold Ghost Rider. Okay, that's fair. You worked at Six Flags Great America. Where did you work at there? What rides did you work on? I'm glad you loved it. You want to become a supervisor. So what you really need to focus on is dedication, passion, and setting the example, right? So basically, don't be stuck up about it, but always try to let everyone, let your supervisors know that they can count on you. So be very, reliable and be a leader. If do things before they ask you to do it. Like if it's filling up your water jug before 10 o'clock, do it before 10 o'clock. There's a lot of different things you can do to really amp up your ways there. Let me see if the wife texted me here. Holy crap. She says watch your Cedar Fair bashing. Thank you. I have about 10 more minutes left as I got to help put the kids to bed. Could you see a Zamperla train be added to I-305? I mean, maybe, but I think Intamin offers some really good trains for that. I don't know. With Cedar Fair right now, it's hard to really even to. No, Jay, I get the notifications at the top here, but the sound's off, so that's good. I got like 85 messages earlier today from Scott and everyone else. That was funny. All right, here. Let's see here. Do I think Knott's Berry Farm will get a Vekoma launched flying coaster within the next 10 years? It's so hard to predict what Knott's is going to do because you have the Giga rumors, now there's a Hyper rumor, now it's a mini Hyper, now it's a Zamperla multi-launch. Like they're all over the place. But Knott's needs reliability and capacity. What's my opinion on Hellcat? I've yet to ride it, unfortunately. Hot take. Zamperla's work on Top Thrill 2 will not work out as well as Cedar Fair has hoped. I can see that. I definitely can see that. Hope it's not the case, but we'll see. Am I surprised BGW is not getting their 220-foot tall rumored coaster this year? 2025. It got pushed back by a year. Do I think Six Flags will sell off Six Flags America? Potentially, but I mean, they seem to be going the right direction. I really like what the new GM's doing at that park. Yes, Jack. To Jack's point, for anyone else who is looking for advice to move up in the industry, is network, network, network. Yes, you got to talk to people. And if you're more of an introvert, that's fine. But it's good to. I was too back in the day. It's good to try to have a little confidence and network and just never give up. I did this channel thinking, okay, no one's gonna watch me, and I suck at this. And then people started watching me, so then I started making more videos, and I was like, I'll never get over 5,000 subscribers. And then here I am, 10,000. So it's about the drive within yourself too. What's going on, Coaster Cat? Welcome to the show. I'm leaving in 5 minutes. I always mount the floors. Good. I'm proud of you, Tomiak. Good job. What's the status on CGA? What's up, Jason in Paradise? How you doing, my brother? Hope you're doing well, bro. Nothing as of now. I mean, they got the new flat ride this year, and the park seems to be doing really well. So it's a very interesting situation for sure. Is it possible for Six Flags Over Georgia to get a Raptor of Six Flags Great America and one with the B&M dive? Possibly. Should I go to bed? Yes, go to bed. But in 5 minutes, finish this, then go to bed. Could you do a buy or sell video every week or every month like Airtime Thrills does? I thought about doing that, like, share your predictions with me, then I will buy or sell them. But out of respect to Chris and his stuff, I don't want to copy his work. I might do my own twist on it, more like prediction related and not use the words buy or sell. But I like the concept. I wish I thought about it first. Do I see Gravity Group building more wooden coasters for Six Flags parks? Yes, 100%. Yeah, they're affordable and it's good. The Raiders. What's up, Adam? I'll see you tomorrow night. I'm gonna punch you as we're going down the first drop of Fury. Let's go Steelers. All right, now you guys are getting deep here. I'm going Bengals all the way. Best drop tower. Unfortunately, the one they tore down in Orlando, that thing freaked the crap out of me. I personally wish that ride would have gotten relocated or technically reopened in the same spot with the modified trains. I think they would have taken a huge PR hit for about a year, but I mean, I would have ridden it, and I know other people would. So I'm a little surprised with how much money they spent on that drop tower that they did not reopen it. I get why they didn't, but if it was me, I would push for them not to. Don't influence violence at the theme park. Yeah, exactly. Your whole family's Browns fans. Okay, that's okay. They have a quarterback who doesn't want to play for them right now, though. That's cool. Your unit was that the good rides you had there at Great America. Best non-coaster at Cedar Point. I love Skyhawk. Skyhawk's really good. Now that Holiday World is filling their family coaster gap, when do you see the next thrill coaster there? Uh, Holiday World's an independent park, so they have to be very careful what they spend. 2020, they opened up their giant dueling racing water coasters, which is not cheap. And then obviously 2024 will be good gravy. So I definitely feel like 27, 28 potentially. And obviously, I think after the kid edition or family ride, they'll go more extreme. I don't know as to what type. I would personally love to see like a Intamin, mini hyper coaster would be really cool there, focusing on airtime, but we'll see. What's my favorite drink? I like Coke. I like water, orange juice in the mornings, and then for alcohol, I like Yinling. That's my favorite beer, and I like having a screwdriver with my wife because it's vodka and orange juice. And I never really was into alcohol or like drinking much at all until I was about 25, 26. Actually, until I was like 30. And then as I get progress, I learned to enjoy different types of like wine or beer. So, we'll see. Katie's Coasters. Oh my gosh, you made it. I've not been to Jungle Gyms in Cincinnati, unfortunately. Most controversial prediction for 2024, 2025. That's like hard to like think off the top of my head. I don't know. I can't. I know there's things there I can't focus on that. I think Epic Universe is going to kill Disney. There you go. I just think it's really going to kill Disney. Adam, is definitely not Bud Light. Yeah, Good Gravy is a corny name, but it's Holiday World, so it is what it is. Best night coasters at Carowinds, Fury 325. Copperhead's really good at night. Afterburn. Intimidator is okay, but you get the parking lot that runs along the left side of it, so it kind of kills the vibe of it a little bit. What's my least favorite coaster in all of New Jersey? I would probably say Green Lantern's pretty bad. Like that thing beats the daylights out of you. So I'll probably go with that if I had to just off the top of my head. Yes, I'm very excited to ride Top Thrill 2 at Cedar Point in 2024. Am I creeped out by the facial recognition entrance at Epic Universe? I am not, but there's a guy that I've heard about who tries to pull up on his restraint on Velocicoaster and other rides. Has been kicked out of parks before. I'm sure he's afraid. I do think Universal will shift Disney's approach to theme parks and everything else. Yeah, Pirates Hideaway is a bad coaster, but my son loved it, so I had to ride it with him. The Zamperla Double Heart. I think Valley Fair is a good candidate for that. They'll do good things for Valley Fair. All right, like 2 more minutes. I got to get going here. Got to put the kids to bed, get a little bit of work done, watch some football. You've never been to Disney. Too expensive, honestly. I'm right there with you. I used to have annual passes when I lived down there. Stopped that around 2012 and then haven't been since. I don't really care for Disney. So I don't promote them much on my content, and I don't just never really been a huge Disney fan. Do I scooch forward when the ops check restraints? I used to, but now that I'm more of a dad bod, I'm trying to lose a little bit of weight. I don't really have as much room, but absolutely. I mean, I don't do it to the point where it's dangerous, but I'll make sure to have, a little bit of half an inch or up to an inch of wiggle room. Disney is woke. What is your worst coaster at Hershey Park? That's a good one. I like Hershey a lot. I'm not a huge Lightning Run fan. Is it Lightning Run? Lightning Racer. That's what it is. The worst coaster. Hershey's doesn't really have a bad coaster. Disney Springs, yeah, Disney Springs fun, yeah. Ready for Cedar Point, Kings Island, Brandon? Yes, I'll be at Cedar Point next Thursday and Friday, then Kings Island on Friday, Saturday, then Sunday morning, then Kentucky Kingdom with my buddy Matt and a couple other people. It'll be a good time. So if you see me, say hi. Yeah, Coco Cruiser is the worst at Hershey Park, but Mason likes it, so I got to ride it. Yeah, Lightning Racer's never done it for me. I just get off that ride thinking maybe it's because when I first rode it back in 2005, I think it was, I love Thunderhead at Dollywood, my favorite GCI wooden coaster. And I went in expecting Thunderhead. This is before like the internet really and like major social media. So like you didn't really hear about how the ride was. And I got off of it thinking, that's it. It's fun, but it's not Thunderhead. Let's see here. What's the most stomach dropping feeling you've ever gotten? Probably on the Orlando Drop Tower. I think it's wild. I've not been in a Turkish bathhouse. I have no idea what that is. Discovery Kingdom will get a chance hyper. I think that's a really good fit. I made a video about that where they would remove Kong, their crappy SLC, and get that there. It'd be a really cool fit for that. You missed the original Gwazi. That's okay. That's okay. Yes, I rode Chang at Kentucky Kingdom, and it was really good. I really liked it, but then I didn't care for it as much when it went over to Great Adventure. If I could only put one in my backyard, which one would you put? Iron Gwazi or Fury? I would go Iron Gwazi. Let's see. Wife's probably texted me. Blah, blah, blah. You can see Busch Gardens, Williamsburg from the top of King's Dominion's Windseeker. That's great. I wish you could. And yes, that is against HOA rules. Though I'm building my haunted house, so I'm excited, but HOA hasn't complained about that yet. So we'll see how long that's going to take. When I did my haunted house for 7 years in the old neighborhood, I was either a part of the HOA or I was the HOA president of the neighborhood. So now I'm not in any form associated with the HOA. So we'll see. Millennium Force or Dragster? Dragster. To fund the HOA. Yeah, Adam, how much do you pay a month on HOA, buddy? When do I think Silver Dollar City will invest in their next big coaster? They always space their rides out a lot. And since they're spending $30 million on Fire in the Hole, I would say 2027, 28. Probably 28. All right, 1 more minute. Coaster fan, thank you very much. Will theme park predictions ever have a channel again? I don't know yet. We'll see. $100 a month. That's what we pay. That's what we pay too. That's ironic. But it's cool because our internet's included and our cable's included with that. I'm like, that's a crazy good deal. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember to smile today, think positive, give this video a like, and I'll be going live next week on my trip, potentially a few times. So it might be Saturday morning. We're driving down to Kings Island fairly early, so I'll definitely be. Might be early live stream, but we'll see. But y'all have fun, enjoy. Thank you guys so much for everything. I mean that. Thank y'all. Oh, get out of here.